What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. The call to prayer. You know, one of the most enjoyable things that I like being in Muslim states, with a mix of Christianity, that many people give hard times at for being religious or all that there, is that the people get along. Now, I know what you hear, the call for prayer from a Muslim mosque can definitely be a headache at times, but I think it kind of grows on you when you get used to it. It doesn't last long. Depending on the season, whether it's Ramadan, you might hear a whole lot more. Matter of fact, you will. You won't might. But in these states, these countries with Muslims, not a perfect place, but I'll tell you this right here. From what I recognize, that you don't have a lot of mess going on. You know, there's not a lot of, I don't see fighting or, arguing, and, I don't have to really concern myself with my phone getting snatched. Not saying that there aren't criminals around. Definitely there's criminals around, but I'm saying as far as a whole. And, I've seen, though, some thefts happen by those maybe at the market, and they get the beat down. I mean, it's not about call the cops and you go to jail. It's about a community judgment that they'll put on the individual, because this is not accepted in these type of behaviors. But the other side of it is, for many people want to ridicule and give a hard time that Christianity or Islam or what have you is just a means of controlling people. And I'm saying it depends on the individual. You will have people who might be radicals in a religion, those who may be extremists, those who may just be, conformists, or those who might see it in their own way of doing their religion that they might respect and love. I say this, and I'll still say this until I'm blue in the face. If there was not religion, in my humble opinion, this world would be chaos. What keeps me from being a person where I used to be when I didn't have a faith is my belief in the Most High. And in this belief of the Most High, you're going to find that I have some values, some ethics. I have some respect for others, love. And in this right here is what brings on, I think, in my circle, peace. Many people think that people should lay down these belief systems. And yet when you see people who don't have belief systems, you find it more chaotic. You find it more uprisings. You find it more thievery and killing and robbing and stealing. All these things you will find more because people don't have any respect to a higher power or an allegiance to a higher power. They don't have a love or respect to their brother. Now you're going to say, well, I know people who are Muslims, Christians, or any other religion that, these people are hateful people, this and that. That is true. That is true. But as a majority, it is not so. And so the respect that many hold in their cultures, you're going to find that you're not going to have these types of behaviors. This is my 26th country just in Africa, but I've been to many of countries around the world. And you find when you step into areas where there are devout Muslims or Christians, or you find there are those who have a belief system where there is a higher power, you'll find that there are people who are more welcoming people who are more loving, people who are willing to accept you where you coming in as a stranger in their community. And yet in that too, many people, they don't like these type of religions or stuff because sometimes they want their lifestyle to fit in. They want their agendas or their behaviors to fit in. And so they are angry and they're mad and they call it hateful because they want to live their life how they want to live it, and yet they're not accepted in it. But yet on the other hand, they have biases and prejudice against those who stand for something. So aren't they just as guilty as being biased towards people who have a standard? This is the problem in damn Erica. Put the D in front of America, capitalize the E. That there is no standard. There is no discipline. There is no structure. People in the black community, the white community, majority are running wild, doing what they so choose and please, changing the rules daily. Today, what this is a man, what is a woman, what is considered to be this or that. I mean, continuously changing the basics of life. When you see this is very detrimental or dangerous. This right here is very concerning because this is how you see why confusion in the minds of man will cause more uprisings. Let me say that again, because when your mind is confused, because there is no structure, order, or discipline, you run reckless. I mean, it's like having, as an example, a dog on a leash. You don't want it to run wild, so you've given it a limit to how far it could go. Because typically, if you give a person an inch, they'll take a foot. What do I mean by that? Because people don't have these limitations, they can go all out of control. They can go and intrude on other people's space, taking people's things from them, causing bodily harm, backbiting, fighting, and debating against one another. People are always wanting to intrude. I guess that's the word I'm trying to look for. Involve themselves in other people's circle. But what I'm finding is that I love it. I love it in these atmospheres. And like I said, these people have problems here too. There are governmental systems that people do not have faith in. People will rebel and people will go out and protest and march when it comes to certain things. Of course, because the masses' voices shall be heard and people want to make change. But on a day-to-day basis, I can walk in the middle of the night, which I've done. I can go and walk in peace and not think about what may happen to me. I can go in group settings and go out to parks and don't have to worry about who's going to shoot up. People let their children walk to school by themselves, little 5 and 6 year olds throughout Africa, not concerned about some drug pusher or on the corner or some person's going to snatch them up and put them into the sex trade. Because typically you have people looking out, the eyes and the ears of the community. Oh, and let's not believe the lie of the snitching, which these gangsters and these ruthless people sold a lie to you. That so many people out here who don't want to tell what's going on in the community allow these daggone thugs to run their neighborhoods and control it, killing innocent men, women, and children. And yet you rather stifle your mouth and be quiet when you see something happen. See, the evils take control, yet you want to argue against religion. The evils are dominating, yet you want to argue against somebody believing in a God. This is how it is in the craziness of the world. So as I say this, family, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all. It is only because of the Most High within me that I'm able to give respect and love to each person. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.
Think about it, 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 think about it.